How do you know when to ask for an OT evaluation as a parent, as a professional, or when to refer to OT? Hi, my name's Callie. I'm a pediatric occupational therapist. I work in the school setting and I've worked in the clinic. And here are some things you can look for to see if your child could benefit from OT. As an OT, we address 6 areas. So first, behavior and cognition. Does your child have difficulty staying organized, following routines? Do they have trouble staying on task? Do they have trouble sequencing their thoughts or objects? We look at gross motor skills. How is their posture? Are they maybe clumsy a lot, a little bit awkward? Do they confuse their left and their right side when they're older, probably older than 6? How are they on the stairs? Do they alternate their feet on the stairs? So that's 1 foot for each step. How's their catching and throwing? Do they appear weaker than their peers? Do they have difficulty with their overall coordination? I think our biggest area we focus on is fine motor and visual motor skills. They really go hand in hand. Handwriting, huge. Do they struggle with their handwriting? Do they struggle with their pre-writing if they're in preschool? Do they struggle with puzzles? Lacing beads. Do they have trouble copying from the board? If they're older, typing, like with 1 finger. Self-care skills goes along with these skills. So do they have trouble zippering, putting on their jacket, putting on their shoes, tying their shoes after 6? Do they have difficulty with toileting? So we'll work on like pulling up and pulling down the pants, washing the hands, knowing the routine. Back to fine motor skills, but do they understand coloring? That's probably around kindergarten. Do they color well? Do they know to stay inside lines? Sensory processing. A child that stims can be a sign that they have different sensory processing, so that's something that we can work on as OTs to help with their focus, to help them regulate, to help them be calm and happy. Are they fidgeting constantly? Do they seem to have a lot of energy? Are they sensitive to things like lights or sounds? These are all things we work on. If you're a parent and you want a OT evaluation in school, you think some of these things might apply, you have to reach out to your school in writing and request that. If you're another therapist, if you're a speech therapist, physical therapist, I recommend you find your OT that you work with and ask them, talk to them. Teachers as well. You gotta have an OT somewhere in your building. Comment below if you have specific questions on whether or not you think your child or your student or your client might benefit from OT.